Hello everybody and welcome to the 9th race of the season here in Kolmskaya, Russia as we go racing in the Black Sea Autodrom. This layout was originally going to be used for one of the Formula Series is when the investors pulled out and it was going to be up in Tula, but instead they brought the design when the different site was found down here in Kolmskaya. They brought the blueprints down here because they like the track layout so much. Anyways, Johan Art will lead them off on the front row, along with Cody Lamas to his inside, who will have the preferred line through the first two corners. Then Milorad Ryback will be in third. And he's had an interesting season so far and an interesting weekend so far. He's already told the track promoters and owners off already. He really can't stand Russia. Then, to his inside, we have Grace Takayama in position number 4, I mean. Then Dan Luisen and Bobby Jones. To round out your top 8 will be Shane Vincent and Tristan Wilhoit. Then we have Morgan Fuller and Paul Sinclair. So it's going to be interesting to see what they can do down here in Russia. Over here in Russia. Lukoil is a former sponsor and is still a sponsor of Milorad Ryback, so they might want him to perform this race, but whether he does is entirely up to Ryback. And we will get to the start of the race right now. The command to fire engines has already been said. Is now 32 drivers, not 42, will have started their engines, and we're off already here in Kolmskaya, Russia. The first ever race in Russia for Iskro is underway, and that was a pretty good start from Johan Art. As they go into turn 2, the first heavy braking turn. Chris Louvier has an amazing dive bomb up the inside. But now what can Grace Takayama is 4th still through here. Not sure where I was going with that. Now we go through this corner. I have no clue what corners are named. Cody Lamas trying his all to get by the number 1 car. Crazy stuff is happening in testing at this track. But right now it looks like it's going to be all Johan Art for this lap. Unless Cody Lamas can do anything about it. Paul Sinclair up the inside of Bobby Jones. There seem to be no incidents right now. I'm gonna probably jinx it. But right now, the top 2 is looking like it's going to be the 1 and the 48, with the 08 trailing right behind. Oh, running this corner wide's really going to hurt your race if you keep doing it. Because eventually you will probably end up in the wall like Flaubert just did. Flaubert's around. And Mark Nutt's going to pile in along with Austin James. Patrick Smith already has had an incident over already, so we'll take a look at that later. Right now it is all Johan Art leading this race. Milorad Ryback looking for a way through. Grace Takayama in 3rd, and 4th I mean, god damn it. Now, as everyone settles in, it looks like Shane Vincent's had the fastest lap, but now he's made a mistake because Morgan Fuller is up his inside. Grace Takayama going ultra defensive. Here's they come through the double apex turn. Dan Luisen really trying to block the 04 car, but I don't think he'll be able to do anything about him once Shane Vincent gets up his inside. Oh, Vincent. Okay, no one's hit the wall up here so far. Oh, Wolfstein, don't jinx me. Don't jinx it. Tough break for Kyle Schock Jr. though, that was quite bad. Hometown boy Vladimir Petrov's doing quite well. Quietly doing well as he gets by Wolfstein von Schaefer, who completely nearly lost it over that track paint. Dan Luisen's been able to hold off Shane Vincent and is actually getting away. There's a bunch of rank Ds up here right now, and I'm really confused on why that is. Right now it's Johan Arndt leading, but I think the 48's gaining right now. Don't quote me on that. They get really close to that white line. Someone's going to end up going over eventually, like Audrey Baranowskis just did. She's going to lose that position to Von Schaefer. Oh, Lucian. Lucian really wide over there. Now, the top three break away from the rest of the pack. They might end up coming back though, because this is not good for their tires whatsoever. We expect to have at least 2 pit stops this race. Maybe 1 if you can get all the way to lap 10, but I don't see anyone. But in testing, no one's been able to get past lap 7 other runs before they have to come in. Grace Takayama reeling them back in now. Fastest lap goes to Tristan Wilhoit right now. Wilhoit sits in P9 and would get the fastest lap bonus point. It was 3 last season. It'll be 1. It's 1 this season. It'll probably go back up to 3 next season, because they do want the fastest lap holder to have some sort of influence on things. Morgan Ford's on a blistering pace right now. She has not set a better time than Ryback, but I believe everything is tightening up between the leaders. We have a battle for the lead. Cody Lamas was wise to back out of that one. As now the 45 looking for a way around the 08 as well. Morgan Ford probably is a lot. She's a lot quicker than Ryback right now. We have a lap car actually. That's Sebastian Morandi. Morandi's been off all day. The 09 and 66 did retire, by the way. That's unfortunate for them, but it's racing. Ryback's carrying the 09 team. Is carrying that team on his back anyways. The 1 and the 48 will do battle down this front straightaway. Or at least I hope. The 48's going to probably have a run into the heavy braking zone. Is he going to have a dive up the inside? Yes, he will. But I don't think that was a wise move, considering what's about to happen. Oh, that was actually a pretty good move, actually. No one really has gotten through that corner as well as that. Now 48 looking to the inside of the 1. Can't do anything. The 1 gets a run off the corner. Meanwhile, we turn our attention to the 48 and 08. 45 and 08. Battle between them. Dan Luisen is damaged from pit cycles, I presume. This is a great showing for Roger Ray's team. But man, did the Thundersport's friend team, I guess, get very unlucky. The 08 trying to shake the 45. And I don't think that's the best idea, because now 26 cars coming for the 45. Besides, I think the 45 is going to get right back off the straight on the straights. There's no questioning that the 45 is way quicker than Ryback in a straight line. So I think they can also turn better. So we'll just have to see. Ryback's really trying to block. Oh, I hate this so much. They get such a run and they stick it to the inside and they can't do anything with it. Just shows Russian technology, Russian track building for you. So now Morgan Fuller has to make her way through the 26 again and get to the 08 again. I'm not sure if Tula will even return, but hey, the 45 is already making up the spot, so how she hasn't had a spot yet, I don't know how she hasn't gotten to the SES yet. If I were to 45, I'd plan on coming in lap 13, lap 14. Oh, huge crash behind! That's Ard Vincent. Ard trying to get into the pits. Ard's gonna crash it completely, and so is Vaughn Schaefer. Shane Vincent's involved in that. So is Paul Sinclair. Bobby Jones is going to pick up the free spots. I believe that is Shane Vincent's race. We're gonna have to take a look at that. That was odd. Dan Luisen in the sand as well. This is turning into quite the cluster F. Right now, the 45 and needs to get by the 26 and 08 under pit cycles, I think. There's no other way you can really pass them unless they make a mistake like that. Then you're guaranteed the spot. Or you can stay out when they come in. Either works. Oh, the 45 nearly hits the wall. I think that's as close as you can get to the wall without hitting it here. 35 into the wall, 62 trying to get around. That was a huge mess. 95 going to stay out an extra lap. Now hopefully, Tristan Wilhoit can get into the pits this time. Yes, he can. Chris Louviere trying to get around the 04. The 89 staying out another lap. 18 car, I wouldn't say that staying out, well, they already pitted. So right now, our attention turns to the 45. What can she do? Well, another important question is, did the leaders get out of the pits cleanly? Ryback didn't. What about Johan? Johan got out cleanly, so it's going to come down to Morgan Fuller. What can she do? Was staying out an extra lap the right call? She has to get to her pit box. She's there. Now we gotta look for Johan Arndt. This could win her the race. No, it won't win her the race just yet. Morgan Fuller jumps to P2. That must have been an awful stop for everyone else. Well, they got caught up on things, I think, so. Bobo Jones had the desperate effort. I don't think he'll do anything. Johan Arndt is leading this race, but now the 45 has fresh tires on the car. I don't know what the zero car is doing. I mean, not the O car. But now we have 6 laps remaining. The 08 car still trying to get through the 04. He will do so. Grace Takayama sending it up the inside of the zero. What a call by the 45 team. Now all they need to do is hold off the 48, but I don't think they can do that. Now to the inside comes the 48 of the 45. He needs to get this done in this braking zone. I saw 3 wide back there, that's why my attention turned to it. Morgan Fuller really trying to get defensive, and I think she'll get it out of this corner alone. Morgan Fuller is going to have a peek up, is going to have someone peeking up her inside. Ryback loves seeing this though. He's gaining on them, I believe. And then you have this mess. Something happened to Takayama. Oh wait, there she is. She's gaining on Ryback. Now what can Morgan Fuller do with only 5 laps to go? Can Johan Arndt hold her off, or will the 48.5 get her second win of the season? Oh, not with that line, you won't. Cody Lamas is going to be up the inside, and that's going to give him second place, I think. He didn't take the move. He could be waiting for his braking zone. No, yes, no, no. He must just not have the pace to do it. Or he doesn't have the fuel to do it. Because this is essentially another 7-lap run. Almost. It's almost a 7-lap run again. So things can get very close with fuel mileage because you get pit on lap 14. That might not be enough because the tank capacity here is 6 laps essentially. So staying out might have been the way to go for Fuller. There is definitely some uncertainty around the garage area on fuel. Now, Johan Arndt's gone from winning a fuel strategy race to last season at Karjala for his first win to having 3 wins, and is trying to get a 4th in 1 season. But right now, Morgan Fuller is gaining. She's losing. She's just getting away from the 48, it looks like, I think. But she is losing ground. I still can't believe Sinclair is where he is after the day he was having. Austin James is going to be 10th. Right behind Bobby Jones. So that's going to be a career best for him, I think. If nothing happens. I don't know how the future of this track will look. Could be good, could be grim. 55's in again. This might trigger pit stops again. It depends. Can the one car make it? If not, then who's our wild card winner? Who's the winner? Because if Fuller can't make it, if everyone can't make it, then who can? But right now, we're looking at 2 laps to go. And Arndt is still pushing the car. I don't know if he's pushing because he's going to run out of fuel coming to the line, or if he's pushing because he has enough fuel. But he's pushing. He's still in the 131s and everyone's in the 132s behind him. I think he's got it. Here we go. Will Johan Arndt get his 4th win of the season and probably wrap this championship up by round 10? He can do that, I think. No, he can't do that till... No, he took that out of the question a while ago. So, he could wrap this up by the end of the first doubleheader of Blockalina. .45 coming. Here we come. White flag in the air for Johan Arndt. I'm not sure if they are pushing because he is going to run out of fuel, or if he is pushing because of other reasons. Everyone and their mom can't make it back here. Well, 2 people can't make it. 62 and 80. Dan Luis and then Jay Durrell. And 35 car in the wall again. How unpredictable. coming through here again. He's at the back end of the track, I think, or entering it. 45 cars clear to the 48. And the closest battle we have right now, I believe, is the 08 and 26. This is for 4th. But Ryback immediately gets the run out of that corner, so. Here we come through the final half of the course, I think. Ryback coming out of the last corner will win here in Komskaya and claim the win here in Russia. And his point lead extends, but I don't know by how much, because Morgan Fuller is 2nd. 3rd belongs to Cody Lamas, 4th to Mildred Ryback, 5th to Grace Takayama. 6th goes to Alexa Lushon. 7th belongs to the 00 car. 8th to the 41. Then we have Vladimir Petrov gets a top 10 in his home race, and then Jacob Long in 10th. So we're in the clown dimension. So Johan Art takes the win here in La Colina. Outside of the top 10 that I discussed, Priya McShane finishes 11th. 12th goes to Steele Von Aller. 13th to Bobo Jones. 14th Allie Nelson. 15th Tim Randolph. 16th Audra Baranowskis. 17th Dan Luisen. 18th Abdel Jabri. 19th goes to Tristan Wilhoit. 20th goes to Diego Yepes. 21st to Jay Durrell. 22nd to Sean Ard. 23rd to Stefan Robbins. 24th to Gustave Flaubert. 25th goes to Wolfstein von Schaefer. 26th Chris Louvier. 27th Patrick Smith. 28th Shane Vincent. 29th Paul Sinclair. 30th goes to Sebastian Morandi. 31st Kyle Schock Jr. And 32nd and last place Mark Nutt. We will see you next time when we go to Euro Speedway in Leisslitz.